Aquarius, listen very closely, because what I'm about to say is not a coincidence. And if this message found you today, your spirit is already feeling the shift before your mind understands it. Something rare, something spiritually dangerous, and something divinely protected is happening around you right now. You may not see it yet, but your soul has been whispering to you all day. Think about it. Your energy hasn't felt the same in the last 24 hours. Your sleep changed, either too deep or too restless. Your emotions feel like they're moving in waves. You're sensing people's intentions more clearly than ever. Your intuition is louder, sharper, undeniable. And Aquarius, this is not random. On November 24th, a cosmic door cracks open. A divine miracle shift window, a window so rare, only certain chosen Aquarians will sense it before it arrives. And guess what? Your spirit already recognized the vibration. That's why you've been feeling out of place, out of sync, or strangely alert, even if you can't explain it. Here's the part people don't tell you. Before a blessing appears in the physical world, it shakes the spiritual world first. When a miracle is close, warfare increases. Your spirit becomes restless. You feel like something big is coming, but you can't see it yet. Your thoughts speed up. Your emotions intensify. Your dreams become vivid. People's energy becomes clearer. Your life starts rearranging itself quickly, almost aggressively. It feels confusing, heavy, overwhelming. But Aquarius, this is not punishment. This is positioning. You are not under attack. You are under alignment. You are not losing control. You are being moved into destiny. You are not being broken. You are being reshaped for the miracle that has already been released in the spiritual realm. Because when the universe prepares an Aquarius for a divine shift, everything that no longer matches your future gets pushed out of your present. You're not imagining the tension. You're not imagining the pressure. You're not imagining the sudden spiritual sensitivity. Your spirit is preparing for something your mind hasn't caught up to yet. And if you're hearing this message right now, if your chest feels heavy, if your intuition is buzzing, if something in your soul just said, pay attention, that means the shift has already started around you. Aquarius, you are entering a life-altering miracle phase that will change your direction, your energy, your purpose, your opportunities, and your destiny path, faster than you expect. Retention. Hook. But here's the twist. This shift will not build slowly. It will not take months. It will not unfold step by step. When the clock passes November 24th, this shift will hit your life all at once, in one shocking, undeniable, divine moment that forces everything to change in your favor. Your breakthrough will not knock. It will break the door open. Your blessing will not drip in. It will rush toward you like a tidal wave. Your destiny will not whisper. It will announce itself. If your heart is beating faster right now, if you feel chills, if something inside you knows this message is yours, then your miracle shift is already in motion. I'm ready for my November 24th miracle shift. Aquarius. Let's go deeper. One of the strongest signs you're entering the November 24th divine miracle shift is this. Your spirit suddenly feels on alert. Not anxious, not paranoid, not afraid, just aware, awake, highly sensitive to every vibration around you. You may have noticed it happening out of nowhere. Your senses feel sharper. Your mind picks up energy before you even speak to someone. Your intuition is firing like a radar, and you can read people's intentions in seconds, even the ones who think they're hiding something from you. This is not a coincidence. When a major timeline jump is approaching for an Aquarius, your spirit always detects it before your eyes see it. You begin noticing things you used to overlook. You catch patterns you never saw before. You sense tension in conversations even when people smile. You feel spiritual pressure in rooms that used to feel normal, and your body reacts before your mind understands why. That's because your spirit is stepping ahead of you to guide you into your next season. Some of you have felt it physically, a tightness in your chest when someone with bad intentions enters the room, a sudden shift in your mood without knowing why, a deep internal warning that something big is coming, your heart beating faster without danger around you, your thoughts becoming clearer, quieter, more focused. This is spiritual intelligence awakening. Aquarius. You're not imagining it. You're not overthinking. You're not being dramatic. You're not just sensitive. You are spiritually in tune because your destiny is getting ready to change direction. Environments you once tolerated now feel overwhelming, especially loud, chaotic, or low vibrational spaces. You feel drained around certain people. You get uncomfortable around fake energy. You feel irritated by conversations that no longer match your spirit. Why? Because you've outgrown certain frequencies, and your spirit knows you cannot bring old energy into a new miracle. You may have noticed yourself pulling back, wanting more silence, wanting more solitude, preferring peace instead of noise, craving clarity instead of confusion. This isn't isolation, it's preparation. The universe is heightening your intuition so you can see who is for you, who is draining you, who is pretending, who is jealous, who is threatened by your growth, who is aligned with your next chapter, and who absolutely is not. Your spirit goes on alert when a shift is near because God, angels, the universe, whatever you believe in, is removing blindfolds you didn't even know you were wearing. This is the moment where the truth becomes louder than the lies. People's energy shows before their words. Your soul rejects what doesn't match your purpose. Your emotions guide you faster than logic. And the reason is simple. You're about to step into a timeline where you cannot afford deception, distractions, or spiritual noise. So your spirit wakes up before the blessing arrives to protect you from what can't go with you. Retention. Hook. But here's the twist. This alertness is not fear, and it's not a warning of danger. It's the universe clearing your path, removing fog, and showing you exactly who you are before showing you what's coming. Your spirit is not on alert because something bad is happening. It's on alert because something big is about to happen for you. My intuition is waking up. Aquarius. This next sign is one almost every chosen one feels right before a divine turnaround, and it confuses people the most. Sudden chaos. Not destruction, not disaster. Just enough chaos to make you uncomfortable. Just enough pressure to make you question everything. Just enough tension to push you into movement. Small things start going wrong. Simple tasks get complicated. People around you suddenly shift their tone. Miscommunication happens out of nowhere. Technology glitches. Plans get delayed. People test your patience in ways they never did before. And you sit there wondering, why is everything acting strange right before a breakthrough? Aquarius, listen carefully. Before a miracle, life creates pressure, not to break you, but to push you. Pressure creates movement. Pressure forces clarity. Pressure makes you release things you were holding on to too tightly. Pressure disconnects you from what's draining you. Pressure prepares your spirit for expansion. You may feel spiritually stretched right now, like you're being pulled in two directions. Part of you feels tired, but part of you feels like something big is about to happen. And that feeling is correct, because chaos is not the enemy. Chaos is the announcement. Chaos always shows up right before the blessing does. Think about it. You face delays right before the blessing arrives. People misunderstand you right before the truth comes out. Doors close right before the right one opens. Relationships shift right before alignment hits. You lose something small right before God hands you something bigger. Everything intensifies right before everything breaks open. This isn't just random inconvenience. This is spiritual pressure designed to move you into your next chapter. Some of you are dealing with people who suddenly act different, responsibilities that pile up at the worst times, unexpected bills or financial pressure, arguments that appear from thin air, moments where your patience feels like it's being tested daily, sudden changes you didn't ask for, energy that feels uneasy or unstable. But Aquarius, you need to hear this. Pressure is a precursor to promotion. When your spirit is leveling up, your environment shakes. The atmosphere gets heavier, your emotions become more sensitive, your tolerance drops for anything that doesn't match your next level. You're not losing control. You're shedding your old frequency. The people testing you right now. They're revealing their true character before your miracle arrives. The situation's blocking you. They're redirecting you toward the path you're meant to take. The delays you're facing? They're divine protection against wrong timing. Chaos doesn't come to destroy your peace. It comes to disturb your comfort zone so you don't carry old patterns into your new blessing. Because if nothing shifted, you wouldn't move. If nothing irritated you, you wouldn't grow. If nothing pressured you, you wouldn't release what isn't aligned with where you're going. The chaos you're facing right now is the universe saying, you're too close to your blessing to stay where you are. Aquarius, this is not the storm before the destruction. This is the storm before the elevation. Retention. Hook. But here's the twist. That chaos is not a sign you're going backward. It's the confirmation that you're going forward. The storm doesn't hit when nothing is happening. It hits right before everything happens. Your life feels like it's shaking because your blessing is getting ready to land. When a miracle is arriving, the universe clears space. And clearing space always feels messy before it feels peaceful. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. You're not breaking down. You're breaking open. I'm surviving the chaos before the miracle. Aquarius. This one is powerful. And for many of you, it's already happening. When you are approaching a divine miracle shift, the universe begins removing the old version of your life so you can step into the new one. And the first thing you feel is detachment. Not sadness, not anger, not rejection, just detachment. A quiet emotional distance from things that used to feel familiar. A subtle shift that makes you feel like you're no longer part of the rooms you once belonged to. As if your spirit has already moved ahead of your body, you start feeling alone, even around people. But it's not loneliness, it's separation. Conversations start feeling empty. You can't fake interest in people who drain you. You can't pretend to enjoy the same habits you used to. You can't force connections that no longer feel aligned. You can't tolerate relationships that pull your energy down. Something inside you starts whispering, this version of your life has expired. This is the moment when you begin disconnecting from people, habits, routines, and environments that don't match your next chapter. Because Aquarius, when your spirit is evolving, your circle cannot stay the same. Some of you recently noticed you don't text back as fast. You don't feel like going out. You're uninterested in gossip, drama, or negativity. Your old hobbies don't excite you. Things that used to entertain you now feel draining. You have less patience for people who talk but never grow. That's not depression. That's transformation. Your soul is changing frequencies. Your intuition is shifting. Your purpose is being activated. And anything or anyone that doesn't match where you're heading starts falling off energetically. You may not understand it fully, but your spirit knows something your mind doesn't yet. You can't take everyone into your miracle. Old energy cannot carry new blessings. Old relationships cannot handle new elevation. Old patterns cannot survive a higher timeline. So the universe begins a quiet, subtle spiritual separation. You stop chasing people. You stop explaining yourself. You stop fighting for one-sided connections. You stop forcing conversations. You stop holding on to people who subconsciously hold you back. And without realizing it, you start vibrating out of old rooms and into alignment. Some people feel like they're distancing themselves from you, but the truth is, your spirit is distancing itself from them. Because the blessing coming toward you requires more peace, more clarity, more protection, more discipline, more alignment, more maturity, and not everyone can enter that space with you. You may feel guilty for outgrowing certain people, but Aquarius, listen, you didn't walk away. Your spirit outgrew their frequency. This detachment is not a sign of loss. It's a sign of elevation. When God wants to bless you, He isolates you. When the universe prepares you, it disconnects you from distractions. When destiny calls you, it pulls you away from noise. This silence you've been experiencing, this distance you feel, this emotional numbness towards certain people, it's not punishment, it's preparation. You're not being abandoned, you're being aligned, you're not losing relationships, you're dropping dead weight, you're not disconnected, you're being redirected. Because the miracle shift coming on November 24th cannot mix with people who drain your energy, lower your vibration, or distract you from your purpose. Retention. Hook. But here's the twist. You're not losing people. You're being protected from them. The universe is removing anyone who can't go with you into your miracle shift. Their chapter in your life ended, so your next chapter could begin. I'm ready to lose what I've outgrown. Aquarius, if you've been feeling a sudden, unexplainable calm, a deep peace settling into your chest, a quietness in your mind that doesn't match your circumstances, you need to listen closely, because this is one of the strongest signs that your November 24th miracle shift is already in motion. This isn't normal calm. This isn't temporary relief. This isn't emotional numbness. This isn't denial. This is alignment. A spiritual alignment that arrives before your physical breakthrough does. Some of you woke up recently feeling different. Not perfect, not excited, not joyful, just still. Almost as if the noise inside your mind finally took a breath and stepped aside. Your anxiety didn't just soften, it left. Your chest felt lighter, your spirit felt less heavy, your thoughts felt less crowded, your emotions felt less chaotic. Even if nothing in your external world changed, something inside of you shifted. And Aquarius, that shift is not random. This type of calm is a divine sign that the spiritual realm has already released something in your favor. The peace arrives before the blessing shows up. The stillness shows up before the miracle drops. The alignment begins before the elevation appears. This is why your mind feels quieter lately. The overthinking stopped fighting. The fear stopped controlling you. The anxiety stopped yelling. The doubt stopped pulling you backward. You feel supported even when no one has said a word to you. You feel guided even if no one has given you advice. You feel protected even if you can't explain where the protection is coming from. That is spiritual alignment. When God, the universe, angels, whatever you believe in, are shifting your life behind the scenes, they calm your spirit before they change your circumstances. Your peace is the preview. Some of you have noticed you started breathing deeper. Your muscles relax without effort. Your heart doesn't race like it used to. You sleep differently, heavier, lighter, or faster. Your mind rejects stress faster than before. You feel like everything is going to work out, even when nothing around you looks organized yet. That is divine reassurance. That is spiritual alignment. That is your soul recognizing the new timeline before your eyes see it. You felt overwhelmed for weeks, but suddenly the pressure lifted. You were tense for days, but suddenly something inside you exhaled. You were stressed, uncertain, confused, but suddenly peace arrived like a soft whisper. And Aquarius, this part is important. This peace is not coming from your situation. This peace is coming before your situation improves. It's spiritual, not logical. Your emotions know something your brain doesn't know yet. Your intuition is sensing something your environment hasn't revealed. Your spirit has already stepped into the shift that your physical reality is just beginning to catch up to. And because your spirit knows you're entering a miracle window, it stops panicking, it stops doubting, it stops reacting. Your soul is preparing you to receive, not to fear. Because you cannot enter a divine shift in a state of chaos. You enter it in a state of quiet alignment. You enter it with clarity. You enter it with surrender. You enter it with peace. Aquarius, that sudden calm is not a coincidence. It is a signal, a coded message from the universe that what you prayed for, what you cried for, what you hoped for, what you manifested, what you almost gave up on, has already begun moving toward you. That's why the fear left. That's why the panic stopped. That's why your mind feels different. That's why your heart feels softer. That's why you feel lighter in your soul. Your spirit is adjusting to the vibration of the miracle before the miracle shows up. Retention. Hook. But here's the twist. This peace you're feeling is not the miracle. It's the proof that the miracle has already been released in the spiritual realm. It's the spiritual confirmation that something in your destiny just clicked into place. This calm is not the ending, it's the beginning. The quiet you feel right now is the opening note of your November 24th miracle. I feel the divine calm. Aquarius, when you are getting close to a divine miracle shift, your life starts receiving signals before it receives the blessing. And one of the clearest signals is this. Unexpected opportunities begin showing up out of nowhere. Not planned, not logical, not predictable. Just sudden, perfectly timed, divinely orchestrated moments that seem to appear at the exact second you need them. You might get a random message from someone you haven't spoken to in months. A call from a number you didn't expect. An old connection returns with information, support, or favor. A surprising idea pops into your mind with full clarity, or suddenly, money appears that you weren't counting on. It doesn't matter how it arrives. What matters is when it arrives. Because Aquarius, these moments don't come from coincidence. They come from alignment. When your spirit enters a miracle window, the universe has to rearrange the people, resources, and pathways around you so you're standing in the right place at the right time. And that rearranging shows up as a random opportunity, a surprising conversation, a message that redirects your thinking, a person who suddenly becomes important, a door that opens in a direction you never considered, a blessing disguised as a simple check on you text, a sudden nudge to apply, start, reach out, move, or take action. Aquarius, this is not luck. This is divine timing at work. Some of you have already felt it. You keep getting synchronicities. People keep reaching out. Ideas keep flowing at 2 a.m. Your mind feels clearer. Your path feels like it's widening. Your spirit feels like something is calling you forward. You are receiving signals that your future is closer than you think. Because before manifestation arrives in your hands, it arrives in your environment. The energy around you starts making space. The atmosphere shifts. The right doors begin cracking open. God begins placing your name in rooms you've never been in. Someone is thinking about you right now. Someone is considering you for an opportunity. Someone is speaking well of you. Someone is planning to contact you. Someone is preparing to offer you something significant. Someone is recognizing your value even from a distance. That's not random. That is divine orchestration. Your name is being mentioned in rooms your feet haven't stepped into yet. And Aquarius, that is a major sign that your miracle shift is already in motion. During this stage, you might notice a random job message, a new client, a sudden burst of creativity, a strangely lucky moment, a person offering help without you asking, a message that changes your whole direction, a situation that shows up at exact perfect timing. These are not minor events. They are spiritual signals. Aquarius, the miracle shift sends opportunities before it sends manifestation. The blessing always shows its shadow first. You receive hints before you receive reality. You receive signs before you receive the breakthrough. You receive opportunities before you receive the lifetime shift. These sudden moments are the universe building the bridge to your miracle. They come to confirm you're on the right path, to guide you to the next step, to prepare your environment for what's coming, and to align you with the timeline that leads to your November 24th miracle. Pay attention to the small coincidences happening right now, because none of them are random. A message is coming, an opportunity is forming, a conversation is aligning, a door is unlocking, a blessing is moving toward you faster than you think. Retention. Hook. But here's the twist. This opportunity isn't luck, and it isn't by chance. It's the universe intentionally pushing your name into alignment so that your miracle can find you. Your opportunity is the announcement. Your manifestation is the arrival. I'm ready for my unexpected opportunity. Aquarius. We're now entering the final and most powerful moment of this entire message. If you've been feeling chills, if your heart has been beating differently, if something in your spirit has been waking up as you listened, that is not coincidence. That is confirmation. Your spirit isn't reacting to these words. It's reacting to the timeline shift that has already started unfolding around you. But before you step into this miracle window, before you walk into November 24th with spiritual clarity, before you receive the blessing that has been trying to reach you, you need activation, alignment, permission, spiritual authorization. This is where everything changes. This is where you step out of fear and into purpose. This is where the confusion breaks and clarity enters. This is where delays end and alignment begins. This is where your old energy is released and your new timeline is unlocked. Aquarius. Prepare your heart, prepare your mind, prepare your spirit, because you are about to speak words that will shift the atmosphere around your life. These words are not just a prayer, they are a declaration, a command, a spiritual request that reaches higher realms. Say them out loud if you can, whisper them if you must, but speak them from your heart. Let's begin. The 3-minute November 24 Divine Miracle Activation. Prayer. Repeat each line after the narrator. Slow, deep, cinematic. God, open my path. Activate my November 24 miracle shift. Remove every distraction. Expose every hidden enemy. Prepare my spirit. Guide my steps. Release my blessing. And align me with the destiny you created for me. Now pause. Breathe. Feel that energy in your chest. Feel that stillness rising inside you. Feel that spiritual alignment settling into your body. What you just spoke is not empty. It carries weight. It carries intention. It carries divine power. Aquarius. Whether you realize it or not, something in the unseen realm just shifted for you. Your spirit just unlocked permission. Your path just received clarity. Your future just started vibrating differently. This prayer is not just words. It is a signal to the universe that you are ready, ready for change, ready for elevation, ready for breakthrough, ready for the timeline your soul has been waiting for. As you spoke those words, the energy around you began to reorganize, delays began dissolving, old cycles began breaking, blockages began lifting, closed doors began shaking, new opportunities began forming, new connections began aligning, your name began rising into rooms you haven't even stepped into yet. Because when an Aquarius prays with intention, the universe responds with acceleration. And listen to me very carefully. From this moment forward, your life will not feel the same. Your energy will not feel the same. Your intuition will not feel the same. Your direction will not feel the same. You have stepped into alignment, and alignment always comes before manifestation. Some of you will feel chills right now. Some of you will feel pressure leave your chest. Some of you will suddenly feel lighter, calmer, clearer. Some of you will even feel emotional because your spirit recognizes that a long-awaited breakthrough has already begun. Aquarius, the next chapter of your life won't be written in struggle. It will be written in purpose. The next season of your journey won't be fueled by fear. It will be fueled by faith. The next shift coming after November 24th will not be small. It will be life-altering. And if your intuition feels activated right now, if you feel something rising inside your spirit, if your body feels different even as you listen, that means your breakthrough is closer than you think. This is not motivation. This is not hype. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. You didn't find this message. The message found you. Your spirit pulled you here because your destiny is waking up. Your November 24th miracle window is not coming. It has already begun. Whisper ending. Aquarius, if you felt this message in your spirit, your shift has already started. November 24th isn't just a date. It's the doorway to your next life. Final comment. I received my November 24th miracle shift.